Hey guys, this is Mac again with another episode of Glock Upgrades. We're working on our Glock 34 handgun here in 9mm and upgrading it for use in 3-gun and USPSA competition. So far some of the things that we've done to make this a faster race gun is work on the trigger using the 25-cent trigger job. We've also added beaver tail grip here, and also most recently we added an excellent set of Talon grips to our hand grip. Now, we're going to be taking the Glock apart today and adding a lighter recoil spring. And specifically, we're going to be using a Wolff 14-pound recoil spring along with the Wolff stainless steel guide rod. Now, these come as a kit, and these are going to replace the stock Glock 17-pound recoil spring. So let's get our Glock broken down and let's talk a little bit about why we're doing this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to replace these springs is disassemble our Glock by taking the slide off of the lower receiver. And first we're going to verify that we're all unloaded. We're going to drop the trigger and take the slide off in the standard fashion that you would with the Glock using the takedown lever there. So here is the stock Glock 17-pound recoil spring that comes on a plastic guide rod, and this is a captured spring. So as you can see, the spring does not unravel or fly off whenever you take this out. This is a self-enclosed captured design here. Now our Wolff spring is an uncaptured spring, so it'll take just maybe a few seconds longer worth of work to get this installed. Here's our stainless steel guide rod, which is going to help as well. So why exactly are we replacing this? We're not just doing it just to be putting parts on the gun. So there's benefits and maybe one or two disadvantages to replacing your recoil spring with a lighter one. So what we're trying to do here is minimize recoil and allow faster follow-up shots. And by going with a lighter spring, you allow your slide to be able to move to the rear a little bit more quicker and more easily. And that, although that may cause your gun to have a little more slop in it, it'll allow you to get back on your target for a much quicker and faster follow-up shot. It also may lead to a little bit of decreased reliability, so you'll have to fine-tune the loads that you're shooting in 9mm to the weight of the spring that you select. Now, on the contrary, replacing this with a higher rated pound spring would lead to softer recoil because this slide would be going back slower. So the gun wouldn't be jarring your hands back and forth going as you're shooting and recoil and reloading the gun. So lighter is the way to go for competition and for a speed gun or for a fast gun, as it's going to allow you to pull the trigger and get on target a little bit quicker in between shots, just simply because this slide's going to be moving back and forth and ejecting the shells a little bit quicker. So this is going to go in just in the opposite order that the other one came out. Now both of these ends are pretty much the same, except that one end of the spring is a little bit bigger than the other. This is the smaller end, so this is the end that the guide rod goes into, and you'll slide the big end right here into the front end of the slide, and then we need to make sure that we capture this as we're coming down, which is sometimes a little bit easier said than done. And once you get the most rearward end onto your barrel, there you're done. Then all you need to do is slide back onto your lower receiver and you're all reinstalled. So that is a quick and easy upgrade to your Glock handgun, replacing the recoil spring with a Wolff lower power recoil spring. And specifically I chose a 14-pound recoil spring for my Glock 34. Now shooting this handgun, it continued to be 100% reliable with me when shooting drills and shooting on the range. And the felt recoil definitely was noticeably less in my case. So just make sure that you understand the reasoning behind replacing a recoil spring before you do it, and just know ahead of time that you may have to do some fine tuning with the loads that you shoot and also the weight of the spring in order to make your gun as fast and as reliable as it can be. So this is it for this episode of Glock Upgrades. Tune in next time. We'll be doing another quick and easy upgrade on our Glock 34 as we get ready to put it into use in competition. Smack again. As always, be safe and see you next time.